Hello, this is Brian Codes. I'm Brian Beck, and this is my HacktheBox for OSCP. So I'm trying to take my OSCP exam sometimes next month. So I've been doing a lot of boxes so far, and I'm continuing my journey trying to hack the box and prepare pen testing that way. So right now I have a long list of boxes that I've done and a long list of boxes that I still have to do. And one of the boxes here is of course called Chatterbox. So Chatterbox is a Windows box. It's set at medium, but from my experience, some medium boxes were easier, some easy boxes were difficult. It just depends on the techniques. So now we have kind of our address. There's a guide mode, which I'm not going to do. I don't want them to guide me at all, because in the OSCP, ain't nobody guiding you. So I'm going to switch to OneNote. I'm going to take the IP address that I just got. This is my template that I'm using for all my boxes. So Chatterbox window, and I'm going to go down here for my code. I'm going to put this here so that anytime that I use a IP address, I don't have to type the full IP address. I could just do $IP. Copy this bad boy here, and then I'll explain all the other stuff while we're running the nmap, because that's the first thing that we always do. Run nmap. Let's get our network map going. Paste it. Nice, nice. Why does it do that? Don't know yet. Figure it out later. Okay, so now I'm going to get my nmap because it just saved the IP address to IP $. I'm using VMware for my virtual. See this $sign IP. I don't have to type the IP address anymore. Put a password in there. And then as we're running the nmap, we can now look around. There's some of my notes that I'm trying to take right now. So again, this is my template. This is what I don't use all of these steps now. I do like to do the exploitation steps. So first is nmap as usual. And I like to put my ports up here. Sometimes I do services. Sometimes, all the time I do users found. I do the CVEs, which is the exploits. Sometimes I do attack vectors. But when an OSCP comes, when it's time to do the exam, I will be using them all. These are all default type of commands that I'm using right now. So all the templates that I have these, because sometimes you're trying to run and look for folders inside of web pages, web servers, and sometimes, for example, I'm using GoBuster. But sometimes GoBuster doesn't work, so you got to use Directory Buster. But sometimes Directory doesn't work, so you got to use FUF. And sometimes FUF doesn't work, so you got to use Ferox Finder, etc., etc. It's funny. It's the way that it is. It's life. These are the boxes that I completed in HacktheBox so far. So we got 3 types. We got Linux, we got Windows, we got ADs, which is Active Directory. We got our Proving Ground boxes for the OSCP. We got our Linux, we got our Windows, we got our Active Directory. And Active Directory has the most points, so I don't know why there's so little Active Directory going on there. But anyways, back to the actual template for Chatterbox, just down here. And over here, I got a bunch of my nmap is still running. That's why I'm explaining all this stuff. My methodology, this is all the stuff where I have all my code. I know what I'm supposed to do. I know how I'm supposed to do it. I just put all my shortcuts, all the things that I learned in here, so I can find it as fast as possible, and I can use this as a search. And here's the important part right here, important commands. This is kind of what I use to just find the fast commands that I hurry up and want to run. So for now, so nmap is finally finished. Let's get back there. All right. So for nmap, all this stuff is just la la la. So we got our RPC, we got our ability to remote in through 135. These 2 ports are server messaging board, like a messaging system that goes between devices in Windows, in a Windows network. And we have these 2 open here. What is this? AChat 2559256, and these other ones are whenever I see a 49,000, I just kind of put them off on the shelf, and I don't really think about them right now. And if it comes a necessity, I'll look at that later. This is interesting. I haven't seen this before. Let me look down here. So SMB has what is this? Oh, this is a Chatterbox box. All right, so for now, this is very interesting, but we can enumerate SMB. There's ways to enumerate SMB to look through the directories up through SMB, but for now, this seems very interesting. Let me go ahead and see what a chat exploit is. And I can also do it this way, search exploit a chat. And it tells me the current recent exploits for a chat. And I could just look at right here. Actually, I don't want to look at this one. I want to look at exploit DB, which is related to this one right here is 0.15 beta 7. 0.15 beta 7. I do not want to use Metasploit. Metasploit is a tool that we can use on the OSCP once out of all the Windows, Linux, and AD boxes. So I want to do my best never to use Metasploit unless I need to. It's very easy to use, so I don't need to even bother with that now unless I get super desperate. So I want to learn everything manually because Metasploit is automatic for a lot of things. So anyways, we got this stuff here. This is a buffer overflow. It takes all this information, it puts it into the memory, and it goes overboard. It dumps more than the memory can handle, and then you can start running commands and codes. This is the command here. You can see that this is a comment, and they're saying run this msfvenom, which is a way to make reverse shells and other type of fun ways to get into the system and connect back to your other system. Right now it's using calculator exe. This is proof of concept. There's no way to... So this is going to be our attacking IP address right here. We have to put that in here. We have to change that later. We'll download this now. Let me download this now. Download. This is the box that I use for my Chatterbox. I have different folders for each type of box. Put this in here. Go back in here. I know that this IP address right here needs to be changed no matter what. So I'm going to open up this file. Open. Oh, it's already open. Duh. Change this bad boy inside here. We have to leave that port. Paste. We have to leave this port because that's the port that we saw in nmap, which is right here. 9256 HAT. And then this is the HacktheBox attack box, whereas my Kali box is 10, 10, 15, 9. So I need to somehow put in this code area. Let me go ahead and copy this bad boy to my OneNotes, and then we'll start modifying it there. I'm in the wrong place. Why did I expand in there? Go to HacktheBox in here. Make it longer. All right, so for now, we might not need any fuffs or UDP, all that beautiful stuff. We'll just make it go down there. We'll put the code here. But we got to change up this code a little bit. We can't use this code. Again, this is a proof of concept, POC, which means they use this. I want a reverse shell. I want a way for them to put this buffer overflow inside so that when I run Netcat, which is a listener, on my machine, it'll automatically connect to my Netcat on my machine, and then I can start going into the file system. So I know that I'm going to have to change this code right here, this Windows, and instead of Windows, I think we're going to go all the way up to right about here. Or do we just go all the way? I think we'll keep that Unicode part and all the way to the E for execute. And we'll go right here, and then we'll just do straight up shell reverse TCP, the handshake, TCP handshake. Then I'll put my computer IP address and my computer port. That's it, nothing else. So lhost, and this is how you do Metasploit as well, but I'm doing it manually. That's 10.10.15.9, which is my Kali machine. on my VMware, and then we have to do lport, keep it all capital, just like we do on Metasploit. And then I like to use 5555 because in Thai language, because I'm half Thai, it means ha 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 ha, which is like a laugh. 5 means ha in Thai, so it's just kind of funny for me. I think, what is this part? This part is just a comment. So this is the code that we want to run inside of my Kali machine. Hey, so that, just double check it on the, let me copy this first so you can see what I'm doing. Copy, let's go back. Let's go down. Let's paste it for now without entering. Let's go back here. So we just skipped this part right here and just inputted our reverse shell. Everything else is basically the same all the way up to fpython. So when I run this, as you can see right here, there's nothing. But after I run it, we should see something. Oh, actually, we shouldn't see anything. This is the buffer overflow file. We have to take this file right here. This is the old buffer overflow numbers right here. This is the new one with my IP address, with my port. This is the one with calculator, exe. So I'm going to take all this. It goes all the way up to this first part right here. Control C, and just in case it doesn't. And then I'm going to do the same area all the way up to this part and then paste it. So this is the new one right here. Save it. So my IP is on there. My IP is in here. And I saved it. You can go ahead and exit out of it. Now what I need to do is I need to let me go back to OneNote so you see what I'm doing. Delete, so I can get a bullet point. And we'll just see if it works. It may work, we might have to find another path, but this is what we're doing now. So next we're gonna have to open a Netcat listener. So on my computer, LVNP 5555, because that's what we put inside the msfvenom right here. Okay, so I'm gonna set up my computer to listen to it. So I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna take, just put LVNP, not LVNO. I'm gonna set up this paste. Why did you save the bullet point too? I'm not gonna press enter just yet. I'm gonna create a new tab, and then this one's gonna be Python 3. It might not be 3, I don't know. The file name is 36025.py. Actually, do they tell us? It just says Python. Doesn't tell us which Python it is. So I'm going to turn on my Netcat listener. Boom. Now my computer is listening to it. This computer, this exploit will create a reverse shell. Hey, you're not supposed to be separate. In this case, we have to just keep changing to Python 2, Python nothing. So it's Python 2. We go into here, boom, we're in the system. Alrighty, let's take a quick look here. I have a way to find all of the files, but it's just really easy to find it manually too. We just go to users, direct users. We have Alfred and we have administrator. Usually there's one user file in the name and there's one root file in the administrator. Let's get the Alfred first. CD Alfred, CD desktop. And then what is this? This is Windows, so we do type instead of cat. And then we read it, and there's our first flag. All right, good. Part 2 is we're gonna go into our administrator. See if we can get into the administrator. Administrator. And in the desktop, We can get in desktop. We might have permissions. We might be able to just give straight in directory. There's our root text right there. Let's type it out. Let's get it. This is easy. Access denied. The fact that we can get into desktop though, that's weird. Let me go back to OneNote. Let me look. There's a way to check the permissions of the root file. Methodology. This one actually. Yep, check permissions of the root file. And then we can actually change permissions too. We see here, the root file owner is Alfred. If I type who am I, I'm Alfred, but I can't read it. Go back to OneNote. There's a way to grant. Here's a name, but we're going to put Alfred instead. How they spell it? All uppercase or just this? Take that, copy, paste back into here. It should grant us access. Type root.txt. Give me that. See, sometimes you don't have to do privilege escalation. Sometimes you just play the game. Figure out a way to change up stuff. Put this flag back in here. Paste. Done. Booyah! Okay, done. That was easy. I hope the OSCP is this easy. All right. Thank you very much.